There are 8 ranks of overthinking. Rank 0 doesn't even count. That's just the origin story, back before the system had a name. It's 1:47 a.m. Your phone screen is dead black in your hand. Your jaw's locked from replaying one sentence you said 4 hours ago. Congratulations. That's already rank 1. Stick around. Rank 8 is the one nobody survives with their ego fully intact. This is rank 0, though nobody called it that back then. It doesn't even count as an official rank. It's just the day the tab opened. 9-year-olds don't run diagnostic labels. They just run on vibes and mild panic. You're 9, third row of Ms. Alvarez's classroom, holding a book report you rehearsed 11 times in the bathroom mirror that morning. Hand gestures included. She calls on Tyler instead. A scheduling accident. A completely forgettable nothing for every other 9-year-old in that room. Not for you. You sit through the rest of class, ears hot, replaying every version of your raised hand like it's crime scene footage. Too eager. Too slow. Wrong angle, wrong face, wrong everything. That night, you're on your bedroom carpet, staring at the ceiling fan, counting its rotations instead of sleeping, because your brain has apparently decided ceiling fans are more trustworthy than your own memory. Your mom knocks once, asks what's wrong. You say, nothing's wrong. Partly because you don't have the words yet. Partly because I'm replaying a hand raise from 4 hours ago isn't something a 9-year-old is ready to say out loud. The fan keeps turning. You keep counting. That's rank 0, the day the tab opened. It's been running in the background ever since. Rank 1 is where it finally gets a name. In 1927, a psychologist named Bluma Zeigarnik discovered the exact mechanism running your personal little haunted house. Unfinished tasks, she found, stick in memory up to 9 times more vividly than tasks you actually finish. Deeply unfair, since your brain apparently filed raised hand, humiliated under very important, and taxes under later. Your mind never marked the book report moment as closed. It filed it as pending. A tab kept open for 14 straight years. No updates, no closing button. That's rank 1, fully diagnosed. Not anxiety, not drama, just a filing system with a serious grudge. Rank 2 is where other people finally start noticing something's off and read it completely wrong. This is rank 2. The translator. You run 6 drafts of one sentence in meetings before saying any of them out loud, like a UN interpreter for a language only you speak. By the time you land on the safest phrasing, the meeting's moved on without you, which your manager wrote up as lax initiative. One way to describe running full sentence QA in real time. Your friends call you chill because they can't see the internal committee voting down every reaction before it reaches your face. You're not chill, you're just heavily moderated. Your last partner called you hard to read, like a face is supposed to update live instead of waiting for legal review. In group projects, you catch the flaw nobody else sees. But by the time you've phrased the objection carefully enough to not sound difficult, the vote's already happened. What they were actually watching every time was someone running probability trees on a 4-second sentence that cost you 4 full minutes to survive. That's rank 2. Rank 3 is where it stops being about what people think of you and starts costing you something only you can see. Rank 3. The detective. And detectives don't get days off, weekends, or a single unbothered thought. You've missed real conversations because you were still drafting the reply to the last one. You let 2 good relationships go quiet, not because you stopped caring, but because you were busy building a legal case for why they might leave first, complete with exhibits. You lie down at midnight and your brain opens 40 tabs at once. The email from Tuesday, your sister's tone in that last text, whether the barista seemed annoyed or was just having a normal Tuesday like a normal person with a normal brain. None of it resolves. It just gets filed for a surprise 3 a.m. re-air, No warning, no reason, incredible production values. You've apologized for things nobody else remembers happening. You've said, I'm fine more times this month than anything true, because I'm fine doesn't require explaining the 6-tab browser running behind your eyes. That's rank 3. Rank 4 is where your body stops waiting for your brain's permission. Rank 4, the simulator. Your chest tightens before you consciously know why. Very efficient, very unnecessary. Your hands go cold reaching for your phone, because one notification might mean the conversation you've mentally rehearsed for 2 days is finally becoming real. Your jaw aches most mornings from grinding through arguments that never actually happened, which is a lot of unpaid overtime for your own teeth. This isn't weakness, and it isn't random. Brain scans of chronic overthinkers consistently show heightened activity in the anterior cingulate cortex, the region that flags conflict and error before you're even aware of it, alongside an overactive insula, which turns uncertainty into a full-body alarm. Your brain runs threat detection on a 2-line text exactly the way it would run it on a snake in tall grass. The snake isn't real. The alarm is completely real. So your whole body braces every time for a fight that's only happening in a simulation only you can see. That's rank 4. Rank 5 is where you find out the entire system was never built for people like you. Rank 5. The professional and the system was never built for this rank specifically. School graded you on how fast your hand went up, not how carefully you'd actually thought it through. So naturally, you got outscored by kids who were confidently, gloriously wrong. Job interviews reward the confident answer over the correct one every time. Group chats run in real time. Hesitate 90 seconds and the conversation's already 3 topics ahead without you. Social media rewards the fastest hot take, not the most considered one. By the time you've worked through the nuance, your take's been buried under 14 newer, worse ones. Every structure around you is optimized for speed. Fast replies, fast decisions, fast forgiveness of mistakes you haven't even finished processing yet. Nobody built a room for thinking that needs 6 passes before it trusts itself. So you learn to perform a speed you didn't actually feel, while the real work happened somewhere nobody was ever going to grade it. That's rank 5. Rank 6 is the only rank that actually pays you back. Sort of. Rank 6, the archive. Somewhere in all that replaying, you built something most people simply don't have. Call it a skill, if exhaustion can have a LinkedIn title. You remember the exact tone your friend used 3 years ago when she said she was fine and clearly wasn't. You catch the sentence someone almost said instead of the one they landed on. You notice which friend's gone quiet in the group chat 3 days before anyone else thinks to ask. You read a silence in a room the way other people read a sentence, cleanly, instantly, and you've never once been thanked for it, because nobody gives out awards for best supporting vigilance. None of this feels like a skill while it's happening. It feels like exhaustion wearing a slightly different outfit. It doesn't cancel out the sleep loss building this archive one overanalyzed detail at a time. It's just what got left behind. A mind that catalogs everything, whether or not you ever asked it to. That's rank 6. Rank 7 doesn't even have a name yet. You're about to find out why. Rank 7, unnamed, because nobody's found its edge yet. You're in your car in the driveway, engine off, keys still warm, the porch lights on, moths circling it in slow, patient orbits. Honestly, more decisive than you've been all day. Your family's inside, probably already at the table, probably already wondering where you are. You've been sitting here 6 minutes without moving, running the dinner conversation before it's even happened. Which topics are safe, which questions to deflect, how to sound like someone who wasn't just doing this. The engine ticks once, cooling. Somewhere behind that lit window, dinner's getting cold. You don't move yet. You're still calculating the safest way in. Rank 8, the ghost. The one nobody survives with their ego fully intact. Because by now, you're not even overthinking real conversations anymore. You're drafting replies to a text you never sent, to someone who blocked you 2 years ago. You're winning arguments with an ex who's since moved country and forgotten your middle name. The tab doesn't even need a real event to open anymore. It just opens. Not a boss you beat, just a browser that never fully closes. So, which tab's still open in yours tonight?